Hello, I'm Ty with the Academics Multimedia team, and welcome to an exciting tutorial on the Universal Graphics folder structure for your classroom in Sakai. Due to the increase in demand for a more universal look and feel in the APUS classrooms, we have created a new folder called Universal that contains valuable assets to aid you in your course design. Each school has its own site, also known as the Common folder. The Universal folder is housed in the school's Common folder. Now, let's see how it all works. Here, under My Sites, I'm going to navigate to the folder that corresponds to the school that I belong to. In this case, I'm going to choose the School of Public Service and Health. Now that I have expanded the folder for my school, you can see that there are a number of folders inside of this one. The folder that houses the assets that I would like to use for my class is labeled Universal. Now, the reason this is named Universal is because the assets within this folder are shared across your school, giving open access to all faculty to use these assets within their respected schools. Now let's open it. As you can see, the Universal folder contains labeled folders that house specific graphics and other assets. Now let's go through each folder in the order they are appearing on my screen. First, we have the Content folder. This is the folder where you as the instructor can upload resources that are shared between multiple courses and link them through your classroom. For example, if I wanted to store documents like example student essays or guides for APA format, I can easily create a new folder and give it a name that I know I will be able to find with ease. I will show you how to link these documents in the next tutorial, but for now, let's return to the main Universal folder. Let's now take a look at the Course Headers folder. Here you will find graphics that you can embed into your classroom. Here's an example of a graphic that I would place in my lessons area. This adds a clean look to your lesson, and it also lets your student know that below this graphic is where they can find additional resources that accompany the lesson. Now, let's continue. In the Course Icons folder, you will find a number of icons that you can use in your lessons that allows a student to easily navigate through a lesson, much like the course headers. For example, if I place the Assignments icon in my lesson, my students can scroll through the lesson and know that when they see that particular icon, an assignment can be found next to it. Let's go back to the main folder. In the Graphics Bank folder, you can find a wide variety of open source images created by the Academics Multimedia team. These images have been optimized for file size, and you may use these images to accompany the content of your lesson. For example, if I'm teaching a course in nursing and need an image that represents a hospital staff member, I can browse the Graphics Bank folder until I find an image that best describes my lesson content. Again, I will show you how to link these images in a later tutorial. In the Welcome Headers folder, you can find course-specific graphics that you may use on the landing page of each course. This gives the student a graphical representation of their course and lets them know what course they are logged into. Here's an example. This concludes the tutorial for the Universal Graphics folder structure. Now that you understand what assets each folder contains, you can move on to the next tutorial to learn how to utilize those assets in your course.